Yo, what's poppin', boppers?
The Warriors have 10 game modes, and today I'll be ranking them from worst to best. At number 10, I got Wheels of Steel. This is the only game mode where you don't get to pick your character. You spawn in as one character, and you have to race on a wheelchair. They have 3 maps, and it's for sure the worst game mode in the game. You can either play single player or multiplayer. At number 9, I Have Mercy. This is the only mode where you have to have 2 players to play it. It's basically like Capture the Flag, but the girl is the flag and you have to bring her to your spawn point. It also only has 3 maps, but this map right here is the best map out of the whole game. They should have added this map to free roam. It would have made it bigger and better. At number 8, I got Burner Battle. This is the only game mode where it has 1 map. So basically all you have to do is race in order to do your graffiti faster, but your opponent could stop you and beat you up. But in this game mode you cannot die, and you have to find the spray cans and the map will show you where it's at. I think it's leagues above number 9 and number 10, especially number 10. At number 7, I got Battle Royale. It only has 3 maps, and all of the maps are on rooftops. Your goal is to grab your opponent and throw him off the map. There's 9 teammates and 9 enemies, and this is the only game mode where they have a little animation when you throw someone off. If you die, you will switch to another teammate. The reason it's this low on the list is because the game can end in like 30 seconds. It's really easy to win in this game mode. At number 6, I got Ward Party. It's 5v5 and it has 17 maps to choose from. This is where all the game modes are really solid from here on out. The reason this game mode isn't a little higher is because I'm ranking them based on single player and multiplayer. If you play multiplayer and they all are on the same team, then there's not enough people to beat up. This is like one of the only game modes where you can actually give out commands. At number 5, I got Armies of the Night. This is the only game mode where it has a story behind it. And this is the only game mode where you cannot find it in Rumble mode, but you find it in its own little arcade machine. This is your classic beat 'em up type game. This game mode has no maps, but it has 4 stages. And if you beat all 4 stages, you unlock 2 new maps. This game mode has the best first time play, but since it has its own story, it doesn't really have replay value. At number 4, I got King of the Hill. It's the only 3v3 game mode, and it only has 3 maps as well. It's basically like your classic domination. You and your team have to go to the highest point of the map and throw your enemies off of it. The first team to have 100 points wins. The only thing I hate about this game mode is when your team is up there, they never shut up. They keep repeating the same thing over and over again. Other than that, it's a solid game mode. At number 3, I got Armoring. It's 9v9, last team standing wins. You can pick from 12 different maps to play on. Originally I had this mode ranked at number 5, but then I started playing this mode more often and I was like, damn, this is one of the best modes out here. If you end up dying in this game mode, you actually switch to a teammate. And this is one of the only other game modes where you have commands to give out. This is honestly the perfect team game mode. At number 2, I got Survival. All you gotta do in this game mode is survive as long as you can. There's only 3 maps in this game, and I believe this is the only game mode where you can't win. But what you could do is just try to beat your previous record. The longest I survived in this game mode was around like 4 to 5 minutes, and it was when I was fighting the orphans and I was using the hi-hat leader. The best way to play is to put people that look similar like the Furies. Because if you put the Warriors, the last thing I want to see is 10 vermins on my screen. At number 1, I got 1v1 mode. It's just you versus him, last man standing wins. You also have 17 maps to choose from. This is easily the best game mode for 2 players. And if you're playing by yourself, you could always make up your own story, like play in this mode and then lose or win and then have a 9v9 mode after. Or if you do win, then you could go to survival and then get messed up there and then have the 9v9 mode. The only bad thing about this game mode, to me, it's a little too easy. I wish they had something where you could switch the difficulty. If they do have that, let me know down below on how to do it. Well, those are all the game modes ranked. Make sure to like, comment, and subscribe. Let me know how you will rank them down below.